Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in this lovely Wednesday, September 29th afternoon. We, Jan from New York City, Saves Money, and nice to see you, would like
Hey,
to
Steve.
talk
Hi, everyone.
about, hi, Janet. We want to talk about the cost of eating out or dining out versus what it would cost you to eat at home in comparing, like items. This morning, I decided to go ahead and fix myself a grilled cheese in my air fryer. And, when I, got caught up with Janet, a little while later after I ate it, uh, we started discussing different prices about what it would cost for the same equivalent thing in a restaurant or, say, a diner. And we both kind of put our heads together. She did, some internet looking in her area. I did some internet looking in my area. And come to find out, there's not really a whole drastic difference in cost. Um, I do know this, that for about $1.60, maybe $1.57, I can't remember exactly, I was able to make a grilled cheese and I had some soup to go with it on the side. Now, we both, as I just mentioned, looked up pricing in our area. I am not, and I think you'll agree with this too, Janet, I will not pay $13 for a grilled cheese and a tomato soup or any type of soup or chili. I'm not doing it. No,
No, absolutely, positively not.
that's ridiculous. No.
And it's interesting, Steve. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for stopping by. You know what's interesting, Steve? That you're in Florida. I'm in New York, and the prices amongst ourselves, as far as outside sandwiches, did not really vary that greatly. However, where there is a huge, drastic difference in price, you just quoted at it cost you about how much to make your sandwich at home, Steve?
It basically rounded, if I take it and just round it off, about $1.60.
A
Yeah.
dollar 60. Well, I can absolutely verify because I mean, proof of the pudding. Steve was with me when I just decided to look at my local area. Do you
Yeah.
know for a basic grilled cheese sandwich, let's say in New York City, basic, no frills, just the cheese, ranges anywhere on the bread, of course, from $6.50 to $8.50. Hello, versus a dollar 60. And Steve, that didn't even include the wonderful bowl of tomato soup
Mm-mm.
that I saw. Do you remember me saying earlier today, Steve, that the tomato soup went anywhere from $7.95 to $8.95 a bowl?
Yes, it did. I
Tomato soup.
Yeah, I'm in the same similar ballpark. Again, I was just looking it up. Now down here in Florida, we don't have diners like you do up north.
Right.
About the closest thing you're going to come to is maybe, and I'll call it out by name. I don't think it matters. Denny's is maybe, or a Waffle House, or something called Huddle House we have down here. Um, what I saw was about 6.29 for your basic grilled cheese, and then it was about 7.09 or 7.19, I think it was, for a bowl of tomato soup. So we're almost a step across as far as pricing goes, you
Right.
know. But why do that? You make it at home. A can of soup is not going to run you that
I
much.
mean, honestly, don't get me wrong, Steve. We both love the idea. I mean, I had grilled cheese and tomato soup just recently. I felt like I was 12. I dunked my
Yeah.
sandwich right in it, did it at home. But Steve, didn't you notice an interesting word, name of fancy name of a bread from one of the places we researched? Well, there was like a fancy name for the bread, and you did the extra step research, and Steve found out what really was that bread real thing? What was it?
Oh, yeah, so what happened is, I go and look up, or I think it was on your end. It said served on
Yeah,
Levain
something
Pullman
like this
bread.
bread. Yeah.
Levain Pullman bread. So I asked you. I said, "Are you familiar with this?" No, I never heard of it. So I went, looked it up, and Levain is a type of leavening that they use, a leavening agent that they use in the bread. Pullman is another word for sourdough bread. Why didn't you just say sourdough bread and be done with it?
And because that way the restaurant seller could jack up the price a couple of bucks. Steve, there's another thing that interesting for the folks to recognize. We studied for fun, Steve and I, the menus. And this is something that easily you guys at home, I could, Steve, could replicate.
Mm-hmm.
One was 3 cheese grilled cheese. Didn't you tell me you made the sandwich that you photographed on your thumbnail today, Steve? Didn't you say that was a 3 cheese grilled cheese?
That is a 3 cheese grilled cheese. I didn't originally. It was only supposed to be a 2 slice, not a 3.
Right.
I couldn't get it to come apart, so I just said, you know what? This is all that's left. I'll go ahead and make it a 3 cheese.
Right.
Let me tell you though, the 3 cheese it's worth it. It gives you a little bit. It makes it a little more stringy, which I do like, and it was good. Now a 3 cheese one, I believe, when you looked it up on your end, I wasn't able to find it, but you did.
Yes, I did.
I believe a 3 cheese was about a little over $8.
Yeah, 8.90, 8.95, I believe. And what they meant by 3 cheese, they meant not only 3 slices in it, but they meant 3 various different styles, like Swiss, cheddar, American, whatever it was, or Munster combination thrown on there. I mean, guys and gals watching, can't we just take 3 different slices of cheese and slap it on a little bit of bread and grill it up?
You can.
I just absolutely. How about the side orders? Remember that list, Steve?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Let's
Get
see.
a load of these topping prices just to go with grilled cheese.
Yeah. One of
Our
the
humble
things,
favorite.
let's see. To revert back. Let's see here.
One of them.
$1.25 for tomatoes. You can go to the store and buy a pound of tomatoes for that.
$1.25 for one slice of a tomato.
Uh-huh.
I think one of them. I think one was $1.50 if you wanted a little bit of bacon on it. So let's say you wanted bacon and tomato. That's $3. Cha-ching. Listen to the register ring, but not in our favor.
Yeah. And I think you looked up. Well, you were kind enough to screenshot me because
Yes.
It took me by surprise and I wanted to
Yes.
see. You also mentioned, and it's on here, I'm not paying $1.25 for a pickle. It's not going to happen.
No, $1.25 for a pickle spear? Not even a full pickle.
Not when I can go to the store. I don't buy it every time. My two preference of pickle if I go shopping is either Clausen, which is one of the better, or I'll just get good old Vlasic.
Vlasic.
You can go to the store and get a jar for a couple of dollars. You got what, 10 or 12 or however how many comes in a jar versus
all right. You're 100%. And one more thing, let's bump this up to another level. Let's pretend we didn't even go for the fancy 3-slice sandwich, Steve. Let's pretend we went for the $6.50 sandwich. $6.50, which is the most cheapest you're going to get, okay, around here. $6.50 regular grilled cheese. Let's, for the heck of it, add that tomato. That is what, $8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, $8. We didn't even add the bowl of tomato soup to go with it, which I saw for $7.95. So that's another $8. 8 and 8 is $16. Okay, we didn't even add your beverage to that, and we didn't even add your tip to that. Are you kidding me? Well, 20-something bucks for grilled cheese and tomato soup?
Well, let's see. You're at 16. A drink in a restaurant's going to run you about 3. So 6. Okay, you're up to 19, and then 19. You want to leave a considerable, decent tip. You might as well say a $3. That's $22 total. I'd say anywhere between $22.53 to $23 total.
Go ahead, Steve.
While it's fresh on my mind, this is why I wanted to jump in and say this.
Yes.
One day, me and a longtime friend, I had to go to a town, Palatka. If I want to get my tag renewed, of course you have to wait 2 or 3 weeks. You got to make an appointment. It's been that way ever since this pandemic in Jacksonville. But if you're willing to take that little drive down to Palatka, it's about an hour. I can walk in, show my driver's license. They give me a number. I sit down. I might wait 15 minutes. I get up, go in there, get my tag renewed, and it's a done deal. I don't have to renew my tag for 2 more years. I figure in a couple of years, Jacksonville, as far as, the tax collector will get things straightened out at some point in 2 years. But then we decided to go to a barbecue place. It's called Sonny's Real Pit Barbecue. It's mostly in the South, Georgia, South Carolina, and such. And I just ordered a big deal, which was 2 pieces of garlic toast, smoked turkey, and a baked potato and a drink. Mine was like $12, which that was even on the high side. When I remember back when that was about $5.99. My friend JC, and yes, that's his name. He decides to go ahead and order an all-you-can-eat. Now, the last time I went to a Sonny's, an all-you-can-eat was about $15, $14.59, whatever it was. The guy says, "Yeah, we still do all-you-can-eat. It's $23."
Oh,
When I
Lord.
heard $23 come out of his mouth, I was like I am right now. I was quiet,
Flabbergasted.
flabbergasted, in shock. Well, he went ahead and ordered it. And I told my friend, I said, look, I said, be sure if you're going to pay that price for all you can eat, I said, make sure you get your money's worth. Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Oh, he did. So,
good.
but it's expensive. People, I guess businesses now, that
They're
restaurants,
making up for lost time, in my opinion, Steve.
they are. That's what I was about to mention, making up for lost time. They lost money, so they got to recoup it somewhere.
Right, right. And I don't want to come across like the ogre, the never go out to eat person. I enjoy a treat.
Yeah.
And that's coming up on a video of mine next week about Mad Crazy Money. But this was an alternative version to eating out. But you guys will see it next week. The thing is this: if a person can afford it and it's within their means, hey, be my guest. I'm all for businesses prospering. I really, really am. I love watching business shows. I'm all for that. However, the majority of my folks in my audience, my viewers, are interested in saving money or not spending money.
Mm-hmm.
But to go out to eat things like grilled cheese and tomato soup, one person, almost $20, because we took the calculator out and did the math, versus $1.60 sandwich. Steve, want to hear something? Last week, I bought a bunch of canned soups. I have them in my stockpile. I have them in my regular cabinets, for the asking. They were on sale, 89 cents a can of tomato soup. So for 89 cents and $1.60, $2.40, I could have the fun of an amazing meal versus $20.
Yeah.
We forgot to mention the other thing, Steve, transportation.
Oh, yeah. Let's not forget fuel costs. Gas in my area, although I'm not big on using 87 in my car, a gas of 87 regular unleaded gas around here is about $3.02 a gallon. Mind you, I drive a 4-cylinder car. Between highway and city mileage combined, I get about 30 miles to the gallon, which I think is pretty good. Even at that, the cost of getting in your car,
Right.
having to go, eat it somewhere,
Right.
you're just better off having it here.
Right.
And
Right.
if I'm going to spend, if I was going to spend $23, and it wouldn't be that amount, it would be about another 5, 6, 7 below that, including a drink and a tip, I would consider going elsewhere for all you can eat. I'm not big on this restaurant. The quality of their food could be better. I don't mean to call them out, but I could always go to some place like a Golden Corral. I go in there, I've got salad, I've got hot
Right.
food, I've got dessert, I've got fruit, I've got soup, I've got it all right there,
Right.
for one set price.
You know what that reminds me of, Steve? It all depends on the circumstances. If a person's on a long road trip and they're craving a specific food, this is not something they do all the time, be my guest. You have my blessing on it. But if you are a person who is struggling to pay your bills, I cannot see a $20, $25 excursion, one person, for grilled cheese and tomato soup. I just can't see it.
No. I mean, I know the cost of living has gone up. I know that there's, inflation and recessions and people and the pandemic that really threw everything out of proportion. But that right there, for something that simple and inexpensive you could fix here or at home, that's highway robbery. I'm just going to call it as I see it, at face value. That's what it is. Like I said, I'll take that $23 and I'll go to where I mentioned, although the quality could be better, or I would go to a place that serves where I can go and get a plate of something, a meal.
Or go to the supermarket and buy a steak. We have
Now,
options.
we do have now. You mentioned $23. Okay, I can go. I know this. I have to be careful how I say this, but it sounds expensive, but in actuality, it's not, and it kind of makes for another storyline altogether. If you're going to pay $23 for that, I can go to the store and buy a small package of tenderloin, filet mignon. Now, people think, but it's so expensive. I can't afford that. Has people ever thought about buying filet mignon? It's usually about what? Just what if you took that filet mignon, let's say it's $23, you get a couple of fillets about yay big, and you freeze it slightly, get a knife, and cut. Let's see, you could probably get 3 fillets of steak out of one piece and 3 out of another. Now you've got 6 fillets. Now divide 6 into 23. It's not so bad now, is it?
No, it is not. I mean, we have ways where we can manage what we have the best we can. Both of us dislike wastefulness. We are not into the waste food thing. That is just so horrible. We could do it. But Steve, we had to talk about this. Hey, you guys, let us know, what is the highest price you've ever paid for a grilled cheese sandwich outside, and what led you to do that? Just wondering. I know we've all done it once in a while, but $1.50 for a slice of tomato extra. It's just the whole thing is just too much for me to handle.
Well, I can speak up on my behalf. It wasn't a grilled cheese sandwich, but I did once upon a time pay almost $6 for a turkey club sandwich. But keep in mind that turkey club was kind of a little bit on the big side. It had a lot in it.
You got value.
Yeah. It had the turkey, the bacon, the
yes,
lettuce.
Yes.
So.
Thanks for us talking about this, because if we save even one person who really needs to hang on to that cash or something really much more important than a whimsy, just keep plenty of bread and plenty of sliced cheese on hand and go for it at home.
That's right. But anyway, like I said, this was something I myself, and I'm glad you decided to come aboard, but this was something I was planning to address anyway.
Yes.
Actually,
I remember.
We actually wound up addressing, which is great, and I know they love to see us together in the video.
And we love them. We love you guys. Thank you so much for coming back all the time.
Yeah.
Always come back, bring your cup of tea, chill out with us. Whenever you know that the two of us are hanging out, it's like you're sitting with us.
With us, yeah. Tea time or tea and cup of joe time with Janet.
You deserve some you time, guys. Decompress, sit down, watch us, drink your tea or coffee, chill out.
But all right. Well, everyone, again, like what Janet said, let us know down in the comment. Let us know what's the most you've ever paid for a grilled cheese sandwich or a sandwich in general. It doesn't have to specifically be that, but all I know is it's getting very, very expensive to eat out anymore.
Rising prices are real. Some people don't think they are. We believe they are. I've done some research, and just in my own personal shopping, I do see price increases.
Well, not only from what I looked up, as you did, but I, being in Sonny's Barbecue, I saw the price hike.
Absolutely. You were right there.
Yeah. So, and the last time I was in Sonny's was probably earlier in the year, or maybe late last year, and I see a good 35% hike. So, okay, guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in with us this afternoon, and we will see you next time. I just want to let everybody know that I do have a segment every Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. called Recipe Tuesday. So, stay tuned. And I hope you guys tune in.
And Steve, may I mention myself for a second? I could blow my own horn. Monday through Friday, I'm on upload every day, Monday through Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern.
Right. Now, I don't only upload just on Tuesday. I try to upload. I'm trying to get an upload in. I'm still a little bit off, but I'm trying to get it to where I can upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's going to be my 3.
Oh, that's good. I
Even
hope
though I'm
so.
here on, even though, and at times you may see me show up on other days, like today at this point, being a Wednesday. But you guys stay tuned for my next video. And as Jan mentioned, on the days that she's uploading, so definitely tune in to both of our channels, to see what's up and coming.
And
And
tap the notification bell. Down below, I believe you have it too, the YouTube button where you could just tap on for subscribing. Right. You tap on below, and when you do subscribe, tap the bell for
for
notification.
notification to
But
let you know.
sometimes both of us do bonus uploads too, so stay in the loop.
Yeah, we don't, at random. All right. Again, I just want to conclude and say thank you for tuning in, and I will see you next time. I hope you guys have a great remainder of your day. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.